Welcome everybody to Life in the World to Come. We're back here again. There was a scheduling mishap, and I'm back here on my knees, scrubbing my toilet, getting ready to do another quick little solo ep for you guys. This is probably gonna be a quick one this week, especially quick. Because my mom is going to be here in like 2 hours, and I still have a bunch of cleaning to do. I don't know why that always happens. I don't know why I always end up like cleaning my house on the days that I end up having to do solo episodes, but it keeps happening, which is good. I think it adds a kind of a nice sort of consistency. You know when you can hear the sound of me scraping week old that's funny, Chris. That's hilarious. Week old poop. Like 4-month-old poop off of my toilet. That's how you know it's just Chris this time. It's just a nice little intimate experience with Chris Dunn. Just doing a little solo episode while he hides all the evidence of the disgusting life that he lives. I know what you might be thinking right now. It's like, hey, Chris, you're finally getting around to cleaning your house. Did you deal with the pot? Is the blue pot finally clean? Did it happen? No, the blue pot is in a garbage bag in my closet. Is this going to be an episode of...
Take Chris down, look at therapy.
So I feel like if this one is going to be a Chris Dunn won't go to therapy sans therapist, the vibe we need for it moving forward is like a show of hands. How many of you have a like full terabyte long note on your notes app? Just a deranged note. A note that you would not be comfortable sharing with anyone in your life, because they would be able to destroy you immediately. That note. That's what this is. This isn't the therapy session. This is like me having a panic attack at 4 a.m, just like muttering into my phone. Just like making sure that like I don't forget these awful thoughts that I'm having. I start to think I don't know, that like I can see pixels in the sky, and I'm like, oh, fucking Dr. Woods gotta see this. So yeah, Will, if you could just like listen back to this and like take notes, and like maybe, I don't know, we could like have a call at some point, and you can kind of like give me the lowdown on like what you think is going on here. But yeah, this is just gonna be like a little rambly thing. Yeah. I think what's going to be so powerful about this episode is that, usually on a normal episode of Chris Dunn Won't Go to Therapy, I'll let Will know what's kind of going on up in my brain, and then he'll kind of like hit it back to me and give me something to bounce off, and then there's progress. We work through my issues, and we deal with them. This is going to be missing that part. So it's just kind of me like saying stuff about my life that's gonna like bum people out, and then it's just silence. It's just quiet while I sit in my own dysfunction. So that's the vibe of this. Let's get into it. What's been going on? Okay, so speaking of cleaning, like I've come to a realization about myself, which is that I can't do it. Like I just kind of can't do it. Arguably won't do it. Well, I don't know. I mean, like that was the assumption for a long time, right? For a long time the assumption was that like, oh, I'm just like lazy and I don't like to clean, and I could clean, but I don't, and that's a choice I'm making. And that makes sense, right? Like, that's what I thought it was for a long time. But I'm starting to think that the pathology runs deeper than that. I'm starting to think I can't clean. Because, like I said, my mom's going to be here in a couple of hours. And I had to clean the house. And all things considered, it wasn't that dirty. I had like a scare a couple like a week and a half ago where like we had to get our radiators bled, and I didn't know it was gonna happen, and I had to like let someone into my house at the last second. So I spent like 20 minutes just like flying around the place, throwing shit into trash bags, and like just like getting stuff out of the way so that it wasn't like utterly embarrassing for my landlady to come in here with like a guy from the fucking heating company and do shit to my radiators. And so like my house was like pre-cleaned a little bit. There wasn't much to do. And it still took me like 4 days to do it. Because I will clean for like 7 minutes. Like 7 minutes. And then I just have to go sit down. Like, not take a break. It doesn't feel like a break. I clean for 7 minutes, and then I just sit in a chair, and I don't listen to music. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't like play video games. I just sit in a chair and just stare 3 feet ahead of me, and I just have to recover. That's not, I mean, I was about to say that's not normal. This audience is so supportive that, like, I know that 1,000 people are going to be like, oh yeah, no, me too. No, you don't know. You don't know. Whatever you're feeling, mine is more intense than that. It's like, I spend any time cleaning, and I just immediately want to die. And I'm at a point in my life where, like, the stuff that I do instead of cleaning doesn't really make me happy. Like, all the procrastinating shit. Like, just like surfing the internet or like playing video games. Like, I still like doing that stuff, but like it doesn't offer up the kind of sense of fulfillment that I for so long was able to convince myself it could give me. But if I clean for 7 minutes, I'm right back in that zone. I'm in fucking high school again. I clean for 7 minutes and I'm like, there is literally nothing better than laying on your back and watching YouTube reels. And that's all I want to do. It's all I can do. It's all I can physically handle doing because I just exhausted myself cleaning 4 pots. And the YouTube reel, and the YouTube reels thing, that saga continues. It's really interesting to see how the algorithm has evolved, right? Because at first it was like, it would show me like a Ben Shapiro clip with like some kind of text over it. And it would play like half the clip, and then it would cut to like a liberal guy being like, here's why Ben Shapiro's wrong. And then, like, after like 3 months of that, it started kind of sneaking in straight Ben Shapiro clips. Just like straight down the middle clips of Ben Shapiro. Just like making a horrible point about, like, I don't know, like fucking, women showing their boobs on TikTok. Just like saying that, like implying they deserve to die, and then the clip just ends. And I'm like, huh, okay. And that clip isn't from Ben Shapiro, it's just like from some fan of Ben Shapiro who was like, oh man, what a great point. I gotta put this in YouTube reel form. And now recently, it's just straight up showing me Ben Shapiro. It's just giving me Ben Shapiro's YouTube channel. Or it did. I blocked it, Like, it's one thing to get, like, just, like, a weird guy who's making weird clips, but, like, if it's, like, straight up Ben Shapiro's channel, you just say, never show me this again. Which, I don't know if I mentioned that. That is the quick, like, incredible life hack. That's a thing you can do with YouTube Reels. You can click on the little sidebar and tell it never to show you this channel again. And my trigger finger is so goddamn itchy when it comes to that. I will ban a channel from my algorithm over fucking nothing. You know what I've started doing? If a YouTube short if it plays the Discord message noise at any point in the video, I will immediately block that channel because that makes me so angry. Don't, like, fucking, why are you trying to trick me? Half the time it's not even like It doesn't have anything to do with anything. They're not punctuating a point. They just play the Discord noise because, like, the AI that made the video somehow figured out that, like, that makes it do better. But I am in the process of retraining that AI because every time, just like, nope, you're gone. Never want to see you again. I don't like your fucking strategies. I feel like I was making actual progress for a second, mental health wise, and then I started just talking about YouTube Reels again, and I feel like that's that's kind of fool's gold. Like, it feels like a problem, but it's really not. Like, I could just stop doing it. I feel like the fact that I physically cannot clean is more interesting. I'm currently lying on my back in bed with my laptop on my chest. And you can probably hear the fan going. So if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm just because I'm fucking phoning it in. I'm just getting this done. It's 7:46 on Friday night. This thing has to come out on Sunday, and I have to, like, do shit with my mom tomorrow. So this is when it's happening. I gotta make content. But yeah, I'm laying here on my back in my room, and in theory, I'm done cleaning. But, like, I can't, like, and that's the nefarious thing, is that I on one hand, I can't clean, as we've established. It's not in me. I'm allergic to it or something. I just can't do it. But even now, after having convinced myself my apartment is clean, I'm just laying in bed, just, like, clutching my fist, being like, oh, it's not, though. Oh, you gotta get up right now and fucking look. And just, like, kind of walk around and make sure that, like, there isn't anything that your mom can be like, oh, that's it. Oh, you should really, no, come on, let's clean this, Let's just do that right now. Here, let's just, put down what you're doing, stop what you're doing. I know it's 10 o'clock at night, because it will be 10 by the time my mom gets here. I know it's 10 o'clock at night, but let's spend the next 45 minutes just, like, dealing with some inane piece of cleaning that, like, you somehow missed because you don't care enough about whether or not it's clean. And then flash forward, it's 2 in the morning. My mom's on her hands and knees. She's scrubbing my floor. She's weeping. I don't know. That's what I'm convinced is about to happen. Yeah, but, yeah, it probably will. And I'm pretty comfortable right now, so I'm not going to get up and look. I don't even know what I would be looking for, Because I did clean. It's clean out there, ish, by my standards. I could probably do with the floor. Could probably do with a mopping, but, like, a little bit of the kitchen that's a little sticky. But that's, she's gonna be here for a day. It's fine. Just keep her out of the kitchen. All the food in my fridge is rotten. It's fucking disgusting in there. There's, like, old milk. There's fucking eggs that have been there since the last time she was here, and I'm a little bit terrified that she's going to attempt to make herself an omelet tomorrow morning. I should probably throw them out, but then I have to take out the garbage again, which I'm probably going to have to do anyway. Is this good? I don't know. Should I bail right now and just switch back to, like, lifeintheworldtocome, start answering questions? Because, like, so far, this has just been, like, I don't know, like, 15-ish minutes of me complaining. And I already feel like I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Which maybe is a good thing, Like, maybe my life is actually fine. No, definitely not. No, look around, Chris. Look at yourself. Look over at the corner of your room where your bed frame is still leaning against the wall in its component parts. The stack of lumber that has just been in the corner of your room for so long that you've basically, like, erased it. Like, you don't even see it unless you try to see it at this point. That's just what the wall looks like. I have a weird wall with a bunch of wood kind of sticking out of it. And what can I even do about that, right? That's just what the wall is. Yeah, okay, I broke down. I couldn't help myself. I did one last pass through the house to make sure it was presentable, and it more or less is. So now I can just kind of relax and just dig into all of my deepest anxieties. Let me take a little hit of the vape pen. That's nice. Hey, why don't they let you get fucking high during therapy? I bet they do. I bet some of them do. I bet you can find like a cool therapist who will let you do that. Open yourself up, get the juices flowing. So what's going on? My fridge smelled bad. Just opened up my fridge. I know I was just talking about it. I opened it up and it smelled like sour milk. And I dumped the milk out, but it still kind of smells bad in there. So I hope my mom doesn't have to eat while she's here, which would be problematic anyway. Because like I said, there's just nothing. There's just nothing in the fridge. Those eggs are bad. Fuck, I should get rid of the eggs. Fuck, I should pause this and just throw out those eggs. God damn it. No, I'm gonna play with fire tonight. Or I guess tomorrow morning. I just glanced down at my email app, and apparently I have 33,755 unread emails. Now that's over like a couple different accounts. There's my main account, and there's a junk account, and there's the lifeintheworldtocome account. But like that's too much, right? Like that's too many. I mean, I don't know. We live in a new period of human history, you know? Like we live in a time and a place where like people are just now starting to have email accounts that are like in excess of a decade old. In my case, almost 2 decades. I don't even know when I got my first email. I was probably like 10. Right? Yeah, I mean like close to that. So like, and I like, so yeah, so like after if you've had an email account for that long, and I I keep like an email account from my childhood for like junk mail and shit. So if you've had an email account for that long, and then like I've had like my regular email account I've had for a million years, and Life in the World to Come's been around for a little while now. So just like if you've had an email account, if you've had that many email accounts for that long, and and you just have a habit of just like ignoring junk mail instead of getting rid of it. Like, is that normal? I don't know. Somebody tell me if that's normal. Like, fucking in the Discord, if you're on the Discord, like, sound off and tell me what the number is floating above the little envelope on the Mac little app doc. Who has the highest number? Mine is again 33,755. If anyone can beat that, I'll give them a T-shirt. Yeah, fuck it. whoever, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. This will get people to listen to this. No, it won't. If whoever can beat, like, send me a screenshot. No cheating. Honor system. No cheating. Send me a screenshot of the little Apple Mail app or whatever mail app you use, and the number next to it. And if you can beat 33,755, I will send you the temporarily discontinued. It'll be back one day, but the discontinued fucking if you don't carefully you'll die shirt. I still have the template. I'll send that to you. God, I hope I have to send someone a T-shirt. I don't know why. I'm looking at that right now, and I'm like, you got to talk about this in therapy, like, because this means something. I don't know what like corner of my mental illness that is a window into, but like it's a window into something. I'm looking at that window, and there's stuff happening behind that window. Shadows are moving beyond that window. You know. So I'm going to write that down. Talk about it with Will at some point. Or maybe not. I don't know. What's the thing about therapy? Sometimes some things maybe you don't want to know. There might be something dark behind that window. You know. I find out why the reason I have so many unread emails is like, I don't know. I was gonna make a joke about something horribly traumatic, but like that doesn't need to be on the air. So I don't know. You guys ever think about like beans? I don't know. It's the next day. It's no longer Friday. It's Saturday at 12:30. My mom has left. The visit went fine. She just came. You know, she had stuff to do in New Jersey. She was just crashing for the night, and yeah, I don't know. I gotta. I'm only 20 minutes into this son of a bitch. I gotta. Okay. All right, Chris, come on. What makes you sad? What makes you upset? They love it when you talk about what makes you sad and upset. They love it when you're upset, Chris. Get upset. They want you to be upset. That's the whole bit of this show, right? Is that your life is bad and that you gotta and they get to laugh at it. They get to laugh at you because of your bad life. What's going on? What makes me fucking miserable right now? I don't know, maybe this is something. You guys ever do this thing where you're like watching a TV show, and on the TV show there's like a bully of some kind, or sometimes not even a bully, just like a rude or inconsiderate person, you know? It's usually a bully, but sometimes it's less than that. And like and you have to you watch in this scene of the show, the bully is doing a bully thing, and you just have to pause the show for like 20 minutes and spend those 20 minutes just like muttering to yourself what you definitely would have said if it had been you in that situation with that bully. Does anybody else do that? Because that feels like mental illness. You know what it is? It feels like on TV people just kind of let themselves be bullied. And I get that it's for like plot reasons, you know, like there has to be a progression. You can't just like, if you have your protagonist just fucking own a bully with their words, right in the first episode, then that's not progression. Like they have to like spend like 4 episodes doing character development, and then they can tell off the bully. But like it's always, I don't know. I fucking. Like, I don't feel like I'm that clever or that like good at owning people. But good God, TV bullies are so stupid. Like they just like they set themselves up for, you know, you just like a person on TV does something rude, like you could destroy them just by like repeating what they did back to them. You know? Like, how come on TV no one is ever like, hey, you're being a fucking asshole right now, dude? Like, what are you doing? No, I'm not gonna fight you, you fucking gorilla. You know, and I think part of it is that I've never really had an experience like that in real life. You know? Like, it just feels weird the way it preoccupies me sometimes. Like I'll be watching something and I'll have to like turn it off and just like fume about like a fake character who I'm supposed to be mad at. Like the emotional engineering of the scene worked on me too well, and I'm just like furious. It's like how dare this fake person talk to this other fake person like that? And why isn't the second fake person doing a better job defending themselves? We've established that this fake character is smart. They're just not saying any of the obvious stuff. Is this anything? I don't know. This is I don't know what the fuck I'm going with this. I just need to fill time, but like I don't know. I mean, I guess that's kind of the idea of like this particular episode is that like, yeah, if I had a therapist here, you know, Will could ask me questions, and we could get to the bottom of why it's bothering me. But, like, he's not. So, again, yeah, it's just kind of like an open question hanging in the air. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're getting upset about some stuff that, like, has no, like, there's no reason for that to upset you. And, okay. Well, moving on, I guess. All right. All right, I'm officially desperate, and so I'm going to talk about this. I wasn't going to talk about this on the air because it's too embarrassing. But I only have 25 minutes recorded. I want to do at least 40 for this episode. So we're going there. And I need you to understand that this is what I'm about to talk about is deeply exposing for me. I don't know if you guys are going to like me after I talk about this. But you know, content is content. And all press is good press, maybe? So here we go. Here we go, and I apologize in advance. I recently watched an anime on Crunchyroll called The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. And you know what? I didn't hate it. It was pretty okay. So, like, what this show is, right, is, like, oh, God, this is so embarrassing. What this show is, okay, is, it's this fucking, God, I can't, of all the stuff I've ever talked about on this show, this is so, I fucking hate that I'm talking about this. So it's this fucking, so within anime, there's a genre called the harem anime. Most of you probably know this. Most of you have probably had little enough sex to know about this. There's a genre called harem anime, which is usually just like this like milquetoast guy with no personality, just like he just like falls into a situation where like every woman at his school is into him, and it sucks, and it's just like it's not at all compelling, and it's like toxic and weird and gross, and that's what you would expect this show to be, right? Because the premise of this show is this guy who in middle school was rejected over 100 times by 100 different women. But he never let it get him down, and he goes to this shrine and basically prays and says, listen, I've been rejected so many times, I just want a girlfriend in high school. That's all I want. And then the god of love descends from heaven and informs him that due to a clerical error, he has over 100 soulmates. 100 people who he is destined to be with, and he's going to meet all of them in high school, and if he doesn't date them, they'll die. And he does. That's the premise. It's just a show about a guy who has multiple girlfriends, and as the show goes on, he gets more of them. And here's the twist. Here's the fucking incredible M. Night Shyamalan twist to this show. He's actually a great boyfriend. It's like, it's so stupid. Like, he's like a good boyfriend. Like, the show is like this like weirdly, you expect it to be like this gross, perverted, like self-indulgent fantasy. And it definitely is. Like, it definitely is. But, like, for the first, like, I've watched, like, a couple of shows in this genre, mostly just to hate watch. Just because it's, like, you know, it's funny. But, like, he's, like, this is the only one of these fucking shows I've ever watched where you watch it, and you're like, okay, I can kind of see why all of these people are into this guy. Like, he's, like, a cool guy. Like, it's, like, the show is, like, it's, like, this weirdly open-minded, like, kind of field guide to a successful polyamorous relationship. Or at least, I don't know, it seems like it is. I'm not polyamorous, so, like, I don't know if it's, like, if it's actually doing a good job. But, like, it's, I don't know, it's just, like, I watched, like, all of it. I watched, like, the whole thing in one sitting. And I definitely felt gross while I was doing it, but I was, like, kind of, like, I don't know, I was just, like, shocked at how, like, weirdly wholesome it was, considering what the show was about. And so I know what you're wondering right now. It's like, why are you telling us this, Chris? I'm not sure. I just feel like the fact that I saw it and watched the whole thing, even if it is technically not a terrible anime, I feel like the fact that I watched it at all is just like that's something you need therapy for that. You're not supposed to actually watch those shows. Those shows exist to like show up like on just like you kind of scroll past them on Crunchyroll and go, "Phew, oh my god, Japan, what are you doing right now?" Like you're not you know they're supposed to be conceptually entertaining from the outside. You're not supposed to actually watch them. You know, they're decoration. They make it feel like there's more to watch on Crunchyroll than there actually is. The idea that anyone would actually watch this shit is insane. You're not supposed to do that. So anyway, definitely don't go watch this show because I don't need your judgment. I know, okay? I know. And I don't want you people making any assumptions about me or what I like or what my values are based on this. Again, like that. I mean, see, that's the thing. Is like I actually have no idea how progressive this show actually is because the standards are so low. Like when you have a show that is just like the premise of the show is right in the title and it's an incredibly self-indulgent just male fantasy premise. Like you go into it expecting it to just be just a love letter to toxic behavior. But like this protagonist is not toxic. Like he genuinely loves all of his girlfriends. And they all genuinely love him. And you get why he loves them and you get why they love him. And again, it's just I think it's just because the standard's so fucking low. Right? I don't know. I so regret telling anyone that I did this. I so regret it. But fucking I get content's content, you know? I'm honestly not even sure I'm gonna make it to 40 minutes at this point. We'll see. But yeah. Yeah, no, I watched that. Laugh at me about it. Okay, so I was frankly out of things to talk about. So I decided to Google therapy question generator. But when I started typing it in, it Google suggested therapy questions for teens. So I decided to go with that. And I found this article called 17 questions to ask teens in therapy, which is like, God, if you have to Google this, if you have to read this article in order to know what questions to ask teens in therapy, don't do therapy for teens. Go to college and have them tell you what the 17 questions to ask teens in therapy are. Don't go to fucking, what is this? Carepatron.com? Is this Patreon related? It's like, it's purple, but their logo is weirdly similar to the Patreon logo. Is this like a Patreon thing? I don't know what this is. But okay, so we're gonna ask me some therapy questions for teens. Do you feel like your friends and family are supporting you at the moment? Yeah, I feel like they are. My parents are very supportive. My day job is I work for my mom doing JavaScript coding stuff, and I frankly am underqualified for my position. So yeah, my parents definitely support me. My friends definitely support me. The fact that Will is willing to narrate Revelator for me, like, I mean, yeah, he's getting some Patreon money for it, but like, it still is, he offered to do it. Turning it into an audiobook was his idea. And like, and the fact that he read one chapter and was willing to do that for me is like the single most flattering thing another person has ever done for me. and I'm so grateful for it. And it's good that he's not here because I would not. There's no way I could say this to his face. It's far too intimate. But like, good God, I can't appreciate that guy enough. So yeah, I would say that I have a good support system. It doesn't always like feel as big as I feel like it actually is. Just because like I don't have that many friends, but like the friends that I do have are good, and I feel like I'm pretty lucky to have them. Um, so yeah, that's good. So yeah, I don't think any huge red flags there. What is one thing you love about yourself? Okay, can I just say I hate this question, and I know that the fact that that's my reaction to the question is probably a red flag, but I do hate the question, because like I don't know. I guess because I'm not a teenager, and like I don't need to have like somebody remind me of my of the things that I like about myself, because yeah, of course there's stuff I like about myself, but like you know, it's like I already know. Like my problem is not I don't think is not that I'm not aware of my good qualities, you know, because I do think I have them. Like my I think like my problem my it's my inability to apply those good qualities in my day-to-day life that's the issue, you know. So like yeah, like I feel like the way that this question is intended to be asked is like, some kid is being really hard on themselves, and the therapist's like, oh well, what do you like about yourself? Oh well, yeah, we'll see, that's pretty. You're pretty. See, you're doing okay. You're not that bad. And I just don't feel like I need that, right? Like I don't know. It feels patronizing. So I'm gonna move to next question. Question number 3. Do you think you have too much to handle right now? That one's interesting, because yes and no. Like I feel like I mean I have a lot of shit on my plate. I mean I have this stuff I have this stuff I do for my day job, and then I have this podcast that I have to do, and now there's Revelator, which is that's a whole thing. Just like, because I don't know how to I don't know how to just like sit down and write. I need to be in like a incredibly specific headspace to actually do that, and I am running out of like banked chapters very quickly. What feels like very quickly. In fact, I think I have one banked chapter. I have next month's chapter ready to go, and then I'm out. And I have like the first couple pages of chapter 5 written, but like not enough. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll do it over Christmas. I'll be in Vermont. It'll be like relaxing. I'll be able to get into that space. It'll be fine. But what if I don't? What if I don't? So yeah, there's a lot of like separate things that I'm doing, but like I somehow still find time to just like lay on my ass and play video games. So like I it's weird. Like I feel like there's too much to do. There's like enough that I have to do that like I've talked about this before. It's like there's enough that I have to do that like no matter what I do, I feel like something is getting blown off. But yeah, but the problem is not that I don't have time to do it. It's again, it goes back to me being chronically lazy, I think. Or something, you know? That's the struggle, right? Like is it laziness, or is it something else? I guess is the question. Is it laziness, or is there like some, or is there some more flattering diagnosis that I could put on it, that essentially means the same thing as you're a lazy piece of shit, but it's in like the DSRM, so I can yell at people if they get on my fucking ass about it. I don't know. Okay, next question. How do you manage your stress? I just kind of dig a hole in the yard, and just kind of throw my stress in that hole, and then like cover it with like with like a couple of lawn ornaments, and you can still kind of see the hole under the lawn ornaments. But I just kind of don't look at that area of my yard, right? Like I just kind of, and every now and then, like I do accidentally look in the direction of the hole, and I have a brief panic attack about the hole. But I don't know. I've gotten pretty good at just like not looking at the hole, and the hole is getting deeper. It's taking up more and more of my yard with every day. But you just don't like you just stay inside. Don't look at the lawn. You don't need to look at your lawn. Why would you just stay inside and play Baldur's Gate? You know? Ain't no lawn hole in Baldur's Gate. Or if there is, you can just like deal with it by casting some kind of spell. Some kind of spell that gets rid of holes in your lawn. Yeah. So, TLDR, I don't deal with my anxiety. But like, I don't know, it kind of works. Definitely, it's not long term. It'll give me cancer probably, but like, but I can like get through the day. How has social media impacted your life? Oh, don't even fucking get me started, carepatron.com. You don't know what the fuck you're stepping into, care patron. Fucking go back and listen to the rest of this podcast. Not all the other fucking Chris Dunn won't go to therapy sessions. Do I feel safe? Fuck. Thanks for listening to this episode of Chris Dunn Won't Go to Therapy. Will, if you could listen back to this, maybe we could go over some of the stuff during our next session. I think that's probably the right plan. Yeah. So if you liked this, oh God, these solo episodes. If you like this, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome. Our outro music is "We Are the Hellhounds" by the Taxpayers. And our intro music for Chris Dunn Won't Go to Therapy is by Victor on Discord. I should email that person and see how they actually want to be credited, because I feel like this isn't enough. So maybe next time there'll be you will have more information about the very cool person who put together the theme song for this little side podcast. Apropos of nothing. They heard the Uncharismatic edition and they just bam, there it was, like the next day. And we're like, can we use this? And they were like, yes. And we were like, sweet. Now we have a good. What am I doing? If you want to buy our merch, you can do that at lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com. And if you want to send us your questions about the end of the world, you can do that at lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, there's still you can check the link in our Instagram bio to get tickets to our screening of The Real Will Wood in fuck, where is it? One of them's in DC and the other one is in. Is it Oakland, PA? Oak something? It's near Pittsburgh. It's near Pittsburgh. It'll be in the link. You'll see the link. You'll buy tickets. Get tickets to the fucking thing. We're running out of VIPs, but we got plenty of general admissions left. So so come see us. Come hang out. Come watch our dumb movie. And we'll fucking I'll give you a sweet kiss on the head, but only if you ask for it. It would be so rude of me to do that if you didn't ask for it, so I won't. Only if you ask. Actually, if you do ask, I probably won't. I had a moment where I was like, wait, what if someone hears this and as a bit asks me to kiss them on the forehead? Would you do it? No, I wouldn't. No, I don't know what that forehead's been. Anyway, see you next time.